Okay, this is Mandy's and Spud's area in the garage. This is where they stay when I'm not home or I'm at work. And I'll show you what I did. All right, for one, I started with a wall, which is not screwed into the floor. It's pretty much all screwed into the walls, and also use silicone on the floor to keep it glued to the floor and from water from getting underneath. So I did a half wall so that they can see who's coming and going and not feel like they're cut off from the rest of the house, pretty much. Also, this is the garage door, so which makes it for easy cleaning because it was a two-door garage. But they used to have toys and stuff in here, but I just cleaned it up, and now it's all nice and shiny and clean. So this is the half wall. The half wall was stained, and the reason why I stained it instead of painted it is because when you paint it, paint chips off, and stain actually gets into the wood, and it's also waterproof. So if somebody has an accident or something like that, it's not going to seep into the wood. As you can see, there's scratch marks and stuff on it, but the wood is still good. Also, I used a latch like this so that when I leave and it's closed, it just automatically locks itself. I didn't buy a door, I just made a door. Just bought some plywood and some wood and measured it up and pretty much made a door. If you're gonna make your own door, you need to get plywood that's thick enough so that it can take the dogs jumping on it and scratching on it, things like that. Over here on this wall, because this is a sheetrock wall over here, I just had some leftover floor sticky tiles, and I just cut them up and just stuck them onto the wall. And the reason why I did that is because if the dogs come in wet from outside from playing or anything like that, it won't mess up the wall and keep it protected, and you can easily just wipe it off. The floor is something that you can get from Home Depot or Lowe's. It's a two-part epoxy. And it's a paint that you just paint on there, and then it comes with these little sprinkles, and you sprinkle it on. The two-part epoxy is a little bit expensive, but if you want to get the one-part epoxy, you can get the one-part epoxy, and that'll be fine. You can get the one-part epoxy that doesn't last as long as the two-part epoxy. Here's Spud and mainly trying to get the camera time. Hey guys, say hi. Say hi, Spud. Say hi, Mandy. Okay, and then also I have a window over here, and so if it gets hot in the summertime, I just turn the AC on for them. It was pretty much a used AC that I got. It doesn't have to be anything serious because the garage usually stays pretty cool, but sometimes it gets really hot in the summertime. But I take it out because now it's fall, and just put maybe like a little box fan in there or something. I don't know, but it's pretty much going to be coming out soon. And I also use the roof here to put my bike up there, and so that I can have some room up there for that. And I just use a pulley system that you can get. You probably get that from Home Depot too. And so I still use that space up there. For the wall here, the side wall was a concrete wall, so I just used the remaining epoxy and just painted that. And for the wall that was on top of the sticky tile wall, I put a pegboard up here so I can hang up all their stuff. So you see, I got the nail clippers and leashes, whatever. And then on this side of the wall, I didn't clean it up just yet, but I also put a pegboard here so I can hang up their leashes and stuff on that side. So when I come and get them, if we're going anywhere, just grab the leash and go. And I'll show you what I did for their crates. For their crates, it's coming a little blurry. There we go, focus. For the crates, what I did was I built a platform for it because in the wintertime it gets cold here in Connecticut. And what I did was I built a platform so it's not directly on the floor so that they can stay warm. What I'm thinking about doing is taking the platform, because it's one-sided, but I'm thinking about flipping it over, putting insulation in there, and then put another piece of plywood on there so that it can keep a barrier between, a better barrier between them and the floor so that they can stay warm. And then I'm gonna probably go get some blankets from the Goodwill and just drape it over their crates so that they can stay warm in there, so it's more den-like. But they like it. Spud has his own crate over here, and this is Minnie's crate. Minnie wants me to pet her. Okay, here we go, Minnie. All right, and for cleanup, it's really easy. Since they shed a lot, I do brush them, but they still shed a lot. I have this blower here. This blower is a lifesaver. You can get a cheap blower. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can even get an electric blower. And what you do is, before you start mopping or doing whatever, you turn the blower on and you blow everything outside the door. See the door right there? Blow all the hair outside the door. Nature will take care of the rest. Right? And then sometimes when they go outside and they want to come in and out, I just leave the garage door open for them. Yeah. And the two-part, the epoxy on the floor helps out a lot because it makes it clean up easier in case somebody has a stomach ache or anything happens. I can just hose it out or just get the mop and just hose it out and then go from there. But what you also want to get is one of those. That little fan right there. So if you get one or two of those, it will help you to dry the floor a lot faster when you clean it up. I usually clean this maybe about like once a week, once every Saturday or Sunday, either or, whichever one I have. Just get the blower really quick, blow it out, mop it, put the fan on, call it a day. It's really quick. I have this wall up here. I think about putting some pictures and stuff up there of all the dogs I ever had. So, you know, it makes it a little decorative. And I'll show you how I screwed this stuff to the wall. I just pretty much easy, just screwed it to the wall, didn't screw anything to the floor, just in case you have to take everything out really quick because you're going to sell the house or anything like that. You know, so this is Doggy Central. And then I had a pole there and I just boxed that pole around and with wood and just stained that as well. And then over here by the garage door, I did it like so, where I took pieces of wood and then screwed that to the pieces of wood that were next to the garage door opener, and I did it so that it wouldn't get in the way of the garage door opener and the garage door going up and down. And then I screwed the wall to that piece of wood. So once again, nothing screwed into the floor, and I used silicone along the edges as long as underneath the wood to keep moisture from going in there. And then what I also got was the invisible fence, and this is that's it up there, and that lets the dogs go outside without having to go too far, so they won't get hurt. Because here the street is a little bit busy, not too busy, but don't want them getting hurt or anything like that. So felt a little mean at first, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep your dog safe. Mandy wants her belly rub. Spud's getting jealous. I'm coming, Mandy. I usually do have blankets in here for them, but again, I'm washing those right now, so they're in the washing machine and being dried. But if you have any questions, always hit me on the email. And this, I can't really come up with a cost because I did it over time. It wasn't overnight. Pretty much the half wall took me maybe about a weekend. Just did that because that took a little time to get all the measurements and make sure everything was cut. And then I had to get tools to do that. But everything came out the way that it did, and I'm pretty pleased with it. Again, this is the floor. That you can see the little chips in there. And yes, Mandy, you want to be on camera again. And Spud. Okay, and I'm gonna go back up so you guys can see it from the garage door view. And I'll do it, pan around, let it focus. There we go. And there we go. And that's it. Sometimes Spud and me like to get in the same crate. So there they go. They are little mates, sister and brother. Say goodbye, guys.